probably wonder why things are still going, why didn't everything collapse yet? And he writes, it's all perception, denial, and dependency. The perception is that the United States has the largest economy and the strongest military in the world. But in reality, the United States is broken and we can't afford our army anymore. I'm ad-libbing. The denial is that all nations depend on a strong US dollar or global markets collapse. That is a very key question or statement. The denial is that all nations depend on a strong US dollar or global markets collapse. The reason why the US zombie keeps going is because the end of the US is the end of Western prosperity and an admission that the current system failed as a model for the world. It does not change the reality. The collapse is inevitable and coming. What are our leaders planning? You may have heard about the Great Reset or, quote, the New World Order. Is it a controlled demolition of the global markets, economies, and the world as we know it? A shift into a new dystopian future where the elites are the masters of the slaves without the cosmetics of democracy. Wow. I do not think that even Kim.com understands what he just wrote and how prophetic it is. A shift into a new dystopian future where the elites are the masters of the slaves without the cosmetics of democracy. And finally, and lastly, he writes, without a controlled demolition, the world will collapse for all, including the elites. The world has changed so much and nothing seems to make sense anymore. The blatant corruption is out in the open. The obvious propaganda, media, the erosion of our rights. What's the end game? And my friends, that is exactly the point. This tech guy from a different country that's been locked down way more than we ever have in this country understands, and he gets it. He understands that we are on the precipice of the end of the US dollar as the sole and reserve currency. It is going to happen. It is not, I can't tell you, with getting Joe Biden right here for you and the head of the UN and all of these, I can't get them to come on this podcast and admit it to you. But I can tell you with the actions that have been laid out since 2017 really, but publicly 2020, you can see that we are moving towards a new system. And you don't have to ask for anyone to say or announce it because they've been announcing it. The World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, Yuval Noah Harari has said that we are now gods as humans and we can now implement protocols that will basically make corporations self-autonomous. Corporations will deal and trade directly with other corporations without human interaction or involvement of any kind. And Yuval Noah Harari, which is the economic advisor to the World Economic Forum, to Klaus Schwab, to the group that is pushing the global Great Reset, basically says that we will have billions of humans once all of this transpires that are, and these are not my words, these are his words. You can look this up, worthless eaters. And what will we do with these people? So there are a group of elitist globalists that are looking to refine how not only we act as human beings, but how we live as human beings.